If you're looking for some ideas of what to cook for Christmas morning, then stay tuned because I have 3 delicious recipe ideas that you might just want to try. Hey my friends, welcome back to my channel. Christmas is almost here, and I don't know about you, but Christmas morning breakfast is pretty important around here in our house. So today I am giving you 3 different breakfast ideas that you can use on Christmas morning that would be perfect. They're very simple, very quick to make, and they are tried and true in our house. Also, it's part of a collaboration with my friend Christy over at Christy's Farmhouse. We have been doing a different theme every month, and this is our last one for the year. So I hope that you will, when you're finished here, I hope that you will go to her channel, go check out her channel. Also, I will have a link to the playlist of all of the YouTube creators that are taking part of this collaboration. It will be in the description box below, and you are gonna get a ton of ideas for Christmas morning breakfast. But for now, let's go ahead and get started with what I'm making on Christmas morning. This first recipe is one that I have cooked for I don't even know how many Christmases, and it is definitely a family favorite. To make this breakfast casserole, you're gonna start with your favorite sausage, and you're gonna want to brown it real good and drain it very good when you're finished browning it. Spray your 9x13 casserole dish with oil, and I'm using these Grand's crescents, and I actually think I like these best. I've never used these before. I just usually use the regular, but I like these better. But you leave them intact. You're not gonna break them apart. You're just gonna roll it out in the casserole dish. And once you have it rolled out, just kind of press the seams together and spread it, to where it kind of touches all sides. And if you're using a 9x13, then this one roll actually fits perfectly. Next, you will pour your cooked sausage on top of the crescent roll and spread it out evenly. You'll need some cheese, and I'm using Colby Jack, but you can use whatever kind you want. I'll leave the recipe link in the description box. It does call for sharp cheddar, but we really like the Colby Jack, so that's what I'm using. I shredded, calls for 2 cups. I probably used a little bit more, which is fine, but I did the 2 cups, and then I was like, you know what, I need a little bit more. So I shredded a little bit more and put that on top as well. In a medium size mixing bowl or bowl, you are going to crack open 4 eggs. You'll need to add 3/4 cups of milk and salt and pepper to taste. Then finally, you're going to pour it over the sausage and cheese as evenly as possible. I have my oven preheated to 425, and I'm gonna let it cook for about 15 minutes. You can have whatever sides you want with this. I just usually do bacon. You can add fruit to it. You can add some kind of muffins or danishes, but this is just typically what we do. After you take it out of the oven, you want to let it set for about 5 or so minutes, and then you can just slice it up, or you can just dig into it. but you can cut it into squares. And the size I was cutting these ended up making 15 squares. So I think we ate like 2 squares each, but there was only 3 of us. But there was plenty, but it was so good. Like I said, this is something we have every Christmas morning. It is a favorite in our household, and I know that you'll love it too. It's just so filling and so delicious. Who says appetizers have to be only limited to football games and parties? What about Christmas morning when your kids are wanting to open presents and you're just wanting to get something in your stomach? This is a different recipe than I normally use, and it only calls for 3 ingredients. You can use whatever sausage you like. It calls for an 11.5 ounce thing of pimento cheese and the Cheddar Bay biscuit mix from Red Lobster. It's super simple. You can mix it by hand. You can use a mixer, or if you have a stand mixer, you can use it, which is what I did. But you just put the sausage in the mixer, and I use this little hook attachment. Then you add the biscuit mix, and finally you add the pimento cheese, and that is it. Once you have everything in the mixing bowl, you just turn it on. You want to mix it. What I did was I mixed it on low just to kind of get it started. Then I turned it up a little bit. I stopped it in the middle, and then I scraped down the sides and mixed it again. Then I'm using this 1-inch scoop, and I got this from Pampered Chef, but I'm using the scoop to scoop out the sausage balls, and I got 4 across and I think 6 down, so I got 24 on each time I cooked it. And this batch actually made 72 sausage balls. So this makes a ton of sausage balls. These were really, really good. They do have a different texture than when you make them with Bisquick, but they were still very, very good and perfect to nibble on while maybe kids are opening presents, but perfect for Christmas morning. This cinnamon roll breakfast casserole is right up my family's alley because we love cinnamon rolls. But you need brown sugar, a little bit of butter. I'm using Greek yogurt. It calls for sour cream, but that's kind of weird. Cinnamon rolls, cinnamon, eggs, salt, half and half, and pecans. And I'm only making half here, so I'm only using 1.5 tubes of the cinnamon rolls, but you just want to cut them into quarters. Then you're gonna mix, in a medium mixing bowl, you're gonna use 2 eggs, and you're gonna, well, I say 2. You're just gonna put the eggs. I'll have the recipe linked below for a full recipe, but I'm halving it. So I put the eggs, I put the half and half, as well as the cinnamon and the salt. And once you get that all in a bowl, you just are gonna whisk it until it's mixed really well. Once it's whisked together really well, then you're gonna add the cinnamon roll quarters and stir them and coat them really well. You wanna make sure that every little cube of cinnamon roll is coated really well, so stir it really good. I used the butter to grease my casserole dish, so now I'm gonna add the egg and cinnamon roll mixture to the casserole dish and just spread it out evenly. Then you're gonna make a little crumble, I guess, using chopped pecans and brown sugar. You're gonna mix those two things together really well and just sprinkle it on top of the cinnamon rolls and egg mixture. Just sprinkle it as evenly as you can. And once you have all of that on there, you will bake it in a preheated 350 degree oven. And the recipe says to cook it for 35 minutes, but I set my timer for I think 33 minutes. But when it got close to time being done, I took the Greek yogurt and I mixed it in with the icing that comes in the packet of crescent rolls, and I just mixed that real good. And earlier I said that it calls for sour cream. I don't know, I just thought the sour cream kind of sounded weird, but it says you can substitute Greek yogurt, so that's what I did. Once it comes out of the oven, you want to let it cool for about 10 minutes, and then you just drizzle this yumminess all over the top. This really was very, very good. We've never had cinnamon rolls this way, but I can guarantee that I will be making this again, and I will probably make it more than just for Christmas morning. But this is something perfect for Christmas, and honestly, is this breakfast or is it a dessert? I guess it could be both, but it really was very good. Let me know in the comments below if one of these recipes are ones that you'll use on Christmas morning. I also want to remind you to make sure to go to Chrissy's channel and check out the playlist as well, and make sure you show them all some love when you go. And if you're new to my channel and you love all things homemaking, whether it's recipe ideas, shopping hauls, home decor, then I would love it if you would consider clicking that subscribe button and clicking the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. And if you're looking for more recipe ideas for Christmas morning, then click the box you see on the screen right now, and I'll see you next time. Bye.